Senator Hooser is actually currently the Senate Majority Leader for the Hawaii State Legislature. He's also a very strong advocate for sustainable issues. He was one of 76 legislators who wrote a letter in support of the Keep the Country Country campaign that prevented the current governor from purchasing agricultural land. He introduced the solar water heater mandate that took into effect January 1st of this year, and amongst many issues. And so without further ado, Senator, I'd like to invite you up to stage to talk about political activism. Thank you.
Aloha. I want to thank David DeLuca, first of all, for the great film and the great message, and we could all give David another hand, please. Thank you. Thank you, David. Actually, David came to my home, I want to say 18 months ago. It may have been plus or minus a few months. I live on Kauai. I'm a state senator. I represent Kauai and Ni'ihau. And David came to my home, and we talked, and we did some filming, and it's a real inspiration to me to watch the work that he does on behalf of our state and our community in making Hawaii a more sustainable place. Just a tiny bit about myself. I really want to get to the panel, but I want to introduce myself again. My name is Gary Hooser, state senator. I've been in the state senate now for 8 years. I'm majority leader. I represent District 7, Kauai and Ni'ihau. My family, raised my family and spent the last 30 years on Kauai. Before that, I lived here, graduated from Radford High School. If you go to GaryHooser.com, you can find out anything you'd like to find out about Gary Hooser. I am running for Lieutenant Governor. Our campaign is sponsoring the event tonight. I do need your help and support. And if you'd like to pick up materials or sign up in the back, we'd love to have that. But really, tonight is not about me. It's not about Gary Hooser. It's about political activism and sustainability. And we've brought with us the 5, I believe, the leaders in political activism to be on the panel. And I've spent the last 12 years of my life in the Senate and in the Kauai County Council working on sustainability issues, environmental protection. You know, I cut my teeth on land use issues, preventing bad developments from taking over pristine beaches, you know, working hard to save springs in the mountains from development. And during that time, you know, I've had a lot of successes, and I'm very proud of my track record. But then as I go through, I wonder why sometimes things take so long. And I meet a lot of good people in the audience, many people here I know and my friends who do really good things. They work in the sustainability community, they work on environmental protection, they recycle, they don't use plastic bags, they take the bus, and which all is very, very important. But too often what happens when I talk to people, I start talking about politics. I start talking about supporting candidates like myself and others who are like-minded. I ask them about testifying at the legislature, and too often they tell me, Gary, I don't do politics. And you know, sometimes I just want to shake them a little bit and say, you know, you got to do politics. You really have to be engaged in public policy, because the amount of change that can happen through public policy dwarfs you know, what happens elsewhere sometimes. You know, for example, we all, hopefully most of us in this room, recycle. Okay, if not for the bottle bill that was passed 8 years ago or so, we'd still be, you know, probably recycling maybe 40–50% of bottles and cans, and now over 90% of bottles and cans are recycled. You know, the solar mandate bill that we talked about earlier, you know, we can do it through incentives, through tax credits, we can do it through, you know, market pressures, through education, encouraging people to use solar hot water. But with the stroke of a pen, public policy has changed, and starting this year, January 1st, every single new home built in the state of Hawaii has to have either a solar hot water heater or another highly efficient water heater. And that was the first in the nation. The public benefits are massive. The public benefits, thank you. You know, I was very proud to be the person that introduced that bill, and it would not have passed into law without the help of a lot of people, some of whom are going to come up here. And so it's a great thing, first in the nation. Public benefits are massive, but it took 5 years. Okay? 5 years to pass a piece of legislation that most people would say, well, that should just be it should be part of the House. It should be a regular thing. It's a no-brainer, low-hanging fruit, proven technology, good benefits, but it took 5 years. It was only when people in the community started doing politics. It was only when people like yourself showed up at the legislature with the Sierra Club and organizations like Surfrider Foundation and others. It's only when people started showing up, they packed the room, they wrote letters to the editors, they carried signs and said, this is a good idea, we need it, we want it. It was only then that this was passed into law. And so to move forward in our state and truly be the model for sustainability, the model for environmental protection, the model for public access, access to the beaches and protection of our ocean resources, to move forward in the speed that it deserves, we really need more people to do politics. We need more people to find like-minded candidates. I'd love to have your help, but if not me, find another candidate and get involved in a campaign. Find someone and give them strength to do the right thing through your help and show up and testify. We live in a beautiful, wonderful place. We should all be so thankful to be able to live here in this wonderful state of Hawaii. Okay, but we're losing, every day we lose more farmland. Every year we lose more public access to the beaches. And every year we become more addicted to imported fossil fuels. And we need to reverse that trend, and we can do that. I firmly believe we can do that. We can be energy independent. We can save our farmland. We can be good stewards of our land, but it's going to take all of us working together. I'm here to ask for your help, to join in this fight, do more than you're already doing. Get involved and do politics, and let's all work together and make it a better place. So thank you all for coming. I'd like the panelists to come up. Thank you.